yeah. Where's the coffee? Coffee is here. Occasionally when I come in this workshop, my original workshop in the evening, and I switch everything on the computer and stuff, nothing works first time. You always have to reboot and set that camera and plug this in and point that in a different direction because Misty's pulled it in another direction. Tonight I've come in, switched everything on, it's worked first time. What's going on? Quick thing I want to mention. I think I've mentioned it before, but again, my apologies, because I am seeing some comments, but guys, there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. I did a video a couple of days ago, it may have been 4 or 5 days ago now, where I didn't speak very much. I just recorded what I was doing. Now, the truth is, 9 times out of 10, I do that anyway. I record everything I repair in here. I mean, you see about 50% of stuff that I repair. The other 50% gets recorded. It's something different, a bit like this, which I don't usually stick on the channel, but I'm going to do it tonight because I fancy doing something a little bit different. And then I record something and I spend a couple of hours at least editing it. Editing does take a lot of time. So you get your raw bit that you've recorded, and then you choose the camera angles and the audio and add some titles and some transitions and stuff. That takes a heck of a long time. At the moment, because of my current situation, I don't have that. It's not that I don't have the time, but I really don't have the energy. Whereas most of the people that have been with me for a long time know that I'm a night owl. At the moment, I tend to be flaking about 10, 11 o'clock at night. So sometimes over the next couple of weeks, there'll be some videos that go out raw, not really edited to my usual professional standards, which is not very high, I know. So please don't have a pop. It's just that if I record something and I want you to see it, sometimes you're going to have to see it raw rather than edited and beautiful. And so a couple of weeks ago, I started pulling things from the attic and under my bed. You know what it's like. You've got hi-fi stuff and bits, and I wanted to test them before I threw it away. I didn't realise I'd got this. Well, I knew I'd got it, but I didn't realise I still had it. And I wondered if it was faulty. So I'm going to plug it in. Well, I plugged it in the kitchen a few seconds ago, and I'll show you. Just in case you haven't noticed, it is a CD recorder, and it's made by TEAC. I can't remember who does all the most of the stuff for TEAC. It's not high end, but it's not bottom end. It's a bit in between. I'm a sucker for CD recorders. I quite like them, even though they tend to be a bit on the expensive side. Well, the media anyway. And I just wanted to see if this one was working, because if it is working, I'm going to put it back into service in this workshop, because I've been given loads of these, which are the discs to record on it. But anyway, we'll talk more about that in a second. And there's obviously probably, well, there is a disc inside here. I'm guessing it's a recordable. I think it says, yeah, CDR in the top. But when I open, nothing happens. Is that the reason why I took it out of service? I wouldn't have thought so. I don't think it's a belt issue, because I can hear it. Don't know if you can. I can hear it really trying. It may be the fact it's been stored upside down. I don't know. But I don't know. So I thought we'd have a look at this. I bought this about 5 years ago, faulty, but it's not faulty. It was never faulty. It came with a remote control. I bet I'm never going to find that again. There are quite a few CD recorders on eBay for sale, and they all suffer with the same problem. Do you know what that problem is? I'm going to show you that problem later. I don't think I've ever done a video on it before. But the problem is user error, because people don't understand about standalone hi-fi CD recorders. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound boastful here, he says, sounding all boastful. I think that's going to come off now. Oop, no, one in the back. I saw that before you did. That is the most untidy diode array I have ever seen. And the fuses, they don't look original, but my goodness, the guy must have had 5 pints of Stella before he soldered those buggers in. Look at the state of them. They look pissed now. The next stage is just to take the front off here, which will give me better access to the CD drive unit. Didn't need to take the top off. It was just stuck there. I am going to, who had the hit, a little bit of soap? A little bit of soap. Whop, whop. That's too much soap. Well, I'm just going to put some soap on that. And around there. Because this hasn't been used in ages. And I'm just going to, I would have put alcohol, but this soap's cheaper. Oh, blooming typical, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. I've just got some cheap Lidl soap, because this is where it got stuck. So, oh, blimey, it's reading it. You can always tell a cheap to a mid-range hi-fi unit. It's clunky. But it says it's reading the disc, and I'm sure it will read. I think there are 5 tracks on here. I don't mind the soap getting around, that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, 5 tracks. Now, yeah, you see, I've repaired it. I've repaired it. 5 of my favourite tracks on there, so I want to keep that. And I want to make a CD of non-copyright music. I've signed up to this website, and it's a well-known website that sponsors quite a few of my eBay colleagues, YouTube colleagues. You see, that the medication is already kicking in, and I don't know what I'm talking about. And I haven't used them much. I've used them on a couple of videos. You may remember I've also got a side channel which I've kind of disbanded, which was the channel connected to the drones. I haven't taken the drone out. The drone was the best thing in the world for me for recreation and a bit of spare time. I haven't taken the drone out in a couple of months, so I haven't made any drone videos. But hopefully, if I'm good enough, I'm going to rectify that tomorrow, and there are some poppy fields near me, and I'm going to record some drone footage of the poppy fields. And I want to make a CD, do you know? I want to make a CD of non-copyright music that will come in handy at certain times. Now, because I've had a tidy up recently, oh no, I can, right. I just want to show you, and I've been talking to a guy on eBay, and I'm trying to help him, but I don't think English is his first language and he doesn't understand. Again, a Philips CDR. I've just taken a Philips one out. This is a Philips one coming in. I'll just bring the camera closer. The camera's only a high definition camera, so put your glasses on. So a guy's been selling one of these on eBay, and I bought this one on eBay several years ago. I'm going to say 5 years ago, but I don't actually think it was that long. But when you get old, you lose track of time. And he's selling it because every time he puts a disc in, it says this. Some of you will know. I don't know if I've done a video on this, but some of you will know what I'm talking about here. I would say 90% of the compact disc recorders, there we go, blank. Oh, I'm surprised it says that. Is it? How is DIN unlock? I don't know what that means. But there is a switch on this. Let me press stop, because this is not supposed to be happening. That's just typical. Input select, analog in, right, blank. Oh. What? Wow. Okay, I'm absolutely staggered. And some people watching this will probably be absolutely staggered too, because that's not supposed to happen. I better do some explaining. The disc I've just stuck in here is a bog standard computer Philips CDR. It's one of those. They are not supposed to work in these machines. Maybe for some particular reason the TEAC is different. Well, that's the best news I've heard all day. I'm going to set up a recording in a second, because if this TEAC is going to record on bog standard CDRs, then it's a winner, and I'm in. Please, somebody explain to me how that's happened. Because the discs you are supposed to use are CD audio discs. These are completely different to the discs that we stick in our computers and put data on and some music or whatever. Not that people really do that much these days, do they? No. But these are the cheap discs at what? 5p each, probably a penny each if you buy loads of them. And they are not supposed to work in CD recorders. It's supposed to be audio discs. So when you stick these in, I'm just going to try another one just in case that one was a bit clean and freaky. Let me press stop. Let me open. Let me put another one in from this pile. Oops, oops, don't trap it. And let's see. I'd be surprised if it, well, it's done it on the other one, unless the other one was slightly different. Maybe this is going to come up with an error message. It is not supposed to read these discs. Well, tickle my tits and call me Shirley. Input select. Oh, keep it on analog. Hit record. Don't say the DIN thing. Yes. And some record and pause. Wow. Unless there's something, I haven't got any other CDRs here with me. Unless there's something special about this brand of Philips CDRs that's not supposed to be happening. Because I was just trying to explain to people that probably don't have a CD recorder that you can't use these discs in a CD recorder. You have to use these discs. So many people are selling these machines and machines like it on eBay saying, doesn't record, just says it doesn't record. And they always say that in that particular accent, by the way, and I'm sure you've noticed, doesn't record. No, it's faulty, for parts not working, untested. That's everyone's favourite, isn't it? Untested. Well, test the bloody thing then. No. And so I used to buy them all the time. If I find one that said for parts not working, doesn't record, I knew that they'd been sticking those discs in. I can't say the word discs. I've never been able to say the word discs. It was terrible on air if I was talking about discs. I used to say dicks. But that's a different video. Anyway. So yes, if they'd been using that, testing it on that, it wouldn't record. You had to use that. But for some particular reason, and I don't know why, It's not the case here. Let me do a test recording, because it's probably not until I hit the play button that it starts recording. It's going to say, doesn't record. I'll see you in a second. Hang on. I'm so impressed at that. Hang on a minute. What's it saying there? I've only just noticed this. Hang on. You probably noticed this 20 minutes ago. This machine works with normal discs. I've never tried it with normal discs, because all of my other audio machines have to have the audio discs. Well, how brilliant is that? My goodness, before I edit this video and send it up, I'm going to go looking on eBay for a CDRW 890, because that's the model number, look. But if you go on eBay tonight and look for them, there won't be any for sale, because I would have bought them all. Wow. They actually use normal... So that really slaps me around the face, because my video tonight was showing off my knowledge of why CD recorders are on sale on eBay as faulty when they're not faulty. But this particular model, and I was aware there are some models that do use computer discs. I just didn't realise I'd got one. Or maybe I did, and the medication is making me forget things. No, I've never had one that records on normal discs at all. Okay, let me do some test recording and see. I can't tell you how excited I am that I've been wrong. And I've got a machine, but let me just stand up for my rights here. Audiophiles watching this will probably know that 9 out of 10 CD recorders don't work on normal compact discs. But I'm so happy that this one does. What's it been doing hiding under my bed for 5 years, collecting dust and other things? And you can tell that the recording is working fine, because the VU meters are going up in time with my big mouth. I can turn the record levels up, and they will go up, but oh yes, I'm feeding back into the mixer, so I will keep that at a level 0, which is good enough, but that will work. So I'm just going to show you, and I'll give them a free plug, because I think they're quite wonderful, and I don't use them as much as I would possibly like to, but this is the company I use for background music. They're called Epidemic Sound. Oh, don't ask me to log in. But anyway, all these bits of music here, and of course there's music and there's sound effects and there's voices and all kinds of other bits. They're all copyright free. So if I play this, you're not going to hear it until I turn the mixing desk up. But let me turn the mixing desk up, because it's copyright free. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come out of that. I'll just turn that down a little bit so you can hear me, but it is, as you can tell from the VU meter, it is recording me, and it's recording. Well, it's not recording because I haven't pressed play, but I will do. Are you ready? Play. And these discs do record. So let me just have. Is that unfocused? I'm sorry if it is. It's not supposed to be. I'll turn it up a bit, and we'll record 30 seconds worth. that, but something else has started. What else has started? Okay, I'll close it down. It must automatically make a playlist. Anyway, so now I will see if I can play all that back. It's track 2, so let me press stop. I'll just go to the camera to show you, otherwise it's pointless if you can't see what I'm going to do. I've pressed stop, but it's still recording. Ooh, look, I've pressed stop. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just got a bit of fluff in it. Right, so I need it to be track 2, not track 1, because that's got copyright stuff on. But track 2, and these discs will be the bits I recorded earlier, so you'll hear my voice and the music. Just have. Is that unfocused? I'm sorry if it is. It's not supposed to be. I'll turn it up a bit, and we'll record 30 seconds worth. I'm absolutely gobsmacked, but very pleasantly gobsmacked. I don't know how that is working. I just don't know how I never realised before that this particular brand of CD recorder works on, but you know I hate using the term bog standard, but this CD recorder works on bog standard discs. Well, it works on these, which is the Philips ones, and I've got loads of them. I'm going to go looking for another one of these. I never realised that. The amount of blank CDRs I've got doing nothing. And I can... Oh, what? Please tell me in the comments if you knew this all along. I mean, as I said, I knew some were capable of doing that. I just didn't know that this particular machine, the machine I've now fallen in love with, and will give a complete and utter clean and service, I did not realise that it would work on normal CDRs. And I'm a very happy man. Even though I did want to show you a video of where people go wrong, but you understand that anyway. You know that sometimes these machines don't take these discs. I've just found one that has and didn't realise. I didn't realise. Well, let me just stick in an audio blank CD here. So, give me a moment. Oh, stuck again. I told you soap wouldn't work. I'm going to open one of the posh discs. I mean, these are normally about £1 each, probably £1.50, maybe £2 each. These are the 80-minute ones. So I'm going to put this in. I just wonder if it comes up with audio CD when it reads it. I wonder if it's any different. I don't think that display is any different. Sorry, I'll zoom in for you. I'm putting back in the Philips bog standard disc. I don't think there's anything different on the display. It doesn't care. And of course it says CDRWs. I haven't got any CDR, unless those Philips are CDR. No, they're CDRs. I don't even know the price of a CDRW these days. Well, there's the 2 tracks that I've already recorded, and it's no different. I was expecting the audio one to say audio CD, and this one just to say CDR. Wow. I'm a very happy man. I really am so pleased that I've discovered that. It's not what I meant the video to be tonight. I was just trying to say that when I've bought CD recorders in the past off eBay as faulty, they have never been faulty. It's just people have been using those discs, which are not supposed to work with CD audio machines, but with this one it does, and this model it does. Why I didn't notice the writing on it before, I don't know. But I'm going to give this a really good clean, get some alcohol on it, get the toothbrush out, give it a good cleaning, put it back into service, because this is a godsend. And even before I edit this video and send it up, I'm going to go looking for some on eBay before you do. Well, not some, I would like another one, definitely. That's amazing, that's really nice. So thank you very much for watching this, if you stuck with it through to the end, because I know people don't like it when I go off track, when I don't do TVs and stuff. But I've done 2 TVs today in the other unit, and they were long jobs, and I just didn't want to edit them down. I'm sorry, I'm letting you down badly. But I wanted to do a video tonight, and I just suddenly thought I want to test this recorder. There's also a mini disc I want to test before I think about throwing it away. But anyway, that's for another video. I'm a very happy man tonight. So just in case you want to see the model number again, just in case you think, oh, well, I'm interested, I may buy one. It's a TEAC CDRW 890. It says it does CDRWs. I will go and purchase some CDRWs, because I imagine, what's a CDRW? 5p, 10p these days? Something like that, not that much. But that is, it's what we call a chicken dinner. Chicken dinner? There is a saying, but I've lost it. Have a nice night. See you soon.